Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Udio.com. You're going to do a quick deep dive into the product. We're going to be talking about some tricks and tips and how to get the best out of your prompts. And I'm going to give some of my thoughts on the product at the end of the video. So stick around. Okay, first thing we're going to do is I'm going to do a little comparison to Suno V3. So in Suno, I did a video about how to create a hit song with Suno. Created a pop song. It's kind of catchy. I'll play a little bit of it for you real quick right here.
Every day's a new beginning. Gotta let the rhythm in. Move your body, feel the beat. Come on, let the music win. In the city, in the club, on the dance floor we unite. Feel the energy, feel the heat. Let's groove into the night. Get up on your feet. Let the rhythm take control. Feel the groove, let it move. Let it flow through your soul. Hands up in the air. Let the music set you free. Feel the funk, feel the pop, feel the power, can't you see?
Okay, so it's a pop song. Is it really a hit song? I don't know, but it definitely has the pop feel to it. I don't know how it sounds to you guys right now, being compressed through YouTube and everything, but you know, it sounds great. Like if you play it on a loud stereo, it sounds really awesome. Of course, I did master it in that video too. But that being said, I used it to generate the lyrics. I used it to generate the chords and everything, and then I just took it and I did a couple generations for verse, chorus, and all that stuff, and then I just took it and did a couple edits to it, mastered it, and overall sounds great. So what I'm going to do in Udio is we're going to try the same thing. So I put the exact same prompt, funk, pop, soul, boogie, disco song with a light EDM influence, upbeat rhythms, and catchy hooks. And this song is meant to uplift and energize listeners, male vocals, key of D, 115 BPMs. Now, obviously, the version you just heard was not a male vocal. I think the BPMs are actually 120, and I think the key was actually E flat. So, but it did get everything else right. So to help Udio, I have decided to go ahead and just use the same chorus, or verse and chorus. We're just going to do verse 1 and the chorus. Udio only gives you 33 seconds at a time so far. I'm not sure if they're going to change that, but that's what they're doing right now. So let's go ahead and hit this create button. Udio's been really glitchy here lately. They've been having a little disclaimer down here at the bottom saying, hey, be patient if you would. I'm paraphrasing. So if it takes too long, I'll just edit that out, and then we'll come back when it's ready. So here we go. There has been some glitches. If you are getting, I don't know if they're doing slow releases on the beta, but if you are getting in, there are some glitches where it will say, it'll show you that it's generating it, and then it will say error, and then you'll keep, trying to create it because it gave you an error code. But then what it'll do is it will generate the generation to be further down in your queue. So if you have that problem, just keep an eye out on that. So hoping it won't take too long. I do know that they're working hard on doing some, updates and everything. I do not know what this means. You can't click on it or anything, but the two, and then sometimes it might say 1010. I have no idea what it means. I'm thinking it's the generations that you get, but okay. So let's try number 1.
Every day's a new beginning. Gotta let the rhythm in. Move your body, feel the beat. Come on, let the music win. In the city, in the club, on the dance floor we unite.
Okay, I feel like it definitely grabs the funk, the soul, the boogie disco, maybe the 70s pop. I do not feel the influence of the EDM here yet.
Feel the energy, feel the heat. Let's groove into the night. Get up on your feet. Let the rhythm take control. Feel the groove, let it move.
I mean, it's great if you were going for like a 70s style. Let's try this one.
Every day's a new beginning. Gotta let the rhythm in. Move your body, feel the beat. Come on, let the music win. In the city, in the club, on the dance floor we unite.
Definitely not what I was going for. So I'm gonna turn this up just a little bit here. I don't know if you guys are hearing that good enough. Okay, so I'm going to try to adjust this to, let's take out funk and boogie disco. And well, maybe let's go ahead and take out soul too. Let's see what we can generate there. What I'm really trying to get is a pop song. Seems to be having some issues generating pop songs. It does do very well on a lot of genres. Let's go ahead and get that started. Also, right here, 1/600 daily priority generations. I don't know what that means. So I guess maybe here I've generated 53 of my monthly generations, 600, but it says that you get 1,200 monthly generations, but who knows? I'm not sure yet. It doesn't matter. It's free right now, and I'm very grateful for that. So, okay, so what I was going to say is some of the other genres, it is nailing, man. It's nailing them so good. Like, I've heard some great musical stuff, some great Americana stuff, some cowboy stuff. In fact, I've done some Americana stuff. Let's see if I can find it while we're waiting on that. Yes, here we go. So let's just listen to this. Just
hey. In the wilderness I walk alone, through the trials and the unknown, but I'm held by love, I'm not alone, from nothing can separate me.
okay, so it got a little Johnny Cash feel to it. This song took a lot of generations to kind of get there. I kept having issues with it, and I'll talk about some of those issues when here in just a bit. But I kept having issues with the intro, and I don't know if that's something that is normal right now, or if it was just a glitch that day or what. So if you'll notice, usually all the generations, they kind of just start mid-intro, so they don't have an intro, but they do have an intro option, which is really sweet. So let's try this one. Definitely not what I was going for.
Every day's a new beginning. Gotta let the rhythm in. Move your body, feel the beat. Come on, let the music win. In the city, in the club, on the dance floor, we unite.
To be fair, it's pop with light MD or maybe heavy MD influence. Okay, let's try this one.
Every day's a new beginning. Gotta let the rhythm in. Move your body, feel the beat. Come on, let the.
Okay, so let's tweak this again. Let's do traditional pop here. I'm going to take out the light indie influence. Maybe I'll even take out we'll leave the upbeat rhythms. And then I will take this part here out all together. Okay, so now we're just narrowing it down. We're trying to just get a modern day pop song out of this. So let's see what that does. Okay. The generations do seem to be going faster today than they were yesterday, which is great. I will share, while this is doing this, on the Discover here are some great tunes. Okay, so here somebody done House of the Rising Sun gospel version, and
There is a house way down in New Orleans. They call the Rising Sun.
I mean, he sounds a lot like Aretha Franklin, honestly. Let's see here. It didn't scroll like I thought it did. Let's see if there's another one that was oh yeah, Dune, the Broadway musical.
Portraits of Arakeen, the greatest leader we've ever seen. They say that he's the listen guy. Eyes bright blue and hair jet black. You should see him ride on.
I mean, like when you type in musical on Suno, you don't quite get like a kid's musical. I wonder what the exact prompt on that was. Teen pop, show tunes, film soundtrack. Okay, yeah, so that might be. I'm gonna have to try that prompt on Suno and see if you get anything similar to that, because it's definitely like a kid's musical. Okay, so let's try the new generations here and see what we got now. Right now we're just doing pop, song, upbeat rhythms, catchy hooks.
Every day's a new beginning. Gotta let the rhythm in. Move your body, feel the beat. Come on, let the music win. In the city, in the club, on the dance floor, we unite.
Feels rushed.
Every day's a new beginning. Gotta let the rhythm in. Move your body, feel the beat. Come on, let the music win. In the city, in the club, on the dance floor, we unite. Feel the energy, feel the heat. Let's groove into the night.
It still feels very, very, very busy. It doesn't feel. Feels like a rush song. Let's just take it down to. Let's leave catchy hooks. Pop song, catchy hooks, traditional pop. All right. Well, let's see what that does for us. The reason I'm going through this is because, well, as you can see, I've tried a lot here to get it to do a modern pop song, and or like a top 40 song, if you would. And it's not that it's that important to do a top 40 song, but it is lacking in that area. So some of the areas, like I said, I think it does really, really well. I think it does great. It has a genre section down here, so I think I played this one on the last time. This one here is like a barbershop quartet.
Baby on board, how I've adored that sign on my car's window pane. The bounce in my step, loaded with pep, 'cause I'm driving in the car.
Sounds fantastic. Electronic. That's weird. Okay, so let's try rock.
You're a storm inside,
That's not terrible.
but I'll brave the winds.
By the blaze of the dunes, rise up.
That's not terrible. Let's listen to some jazz. The Ballad of Joan.
Dans la foule jaune.
Okay. Okay, so I really think it shines a lot in that, and in like soul music. Let's listen to Morning Wood full version.
Well, I got beef in my shoes and corn on my toes, 'cause I'm
I'm unemployed and I got no hose. I spread my legs on a piece of toast and I piss all over my Sunday roast. You can break my heart till shit.
Okay, I mean, the voice sounds great. Let's see here.
Somewhere inside I'm hollow.
Yeah, so it's okay. It's really great on some of that stuff there. I kind of wish that the categories would go would slide over. I guess they just have the top categories. I don't know how to get to the rest of the categories they have. Anyway, so let's check out what I've done again.
Every day's a new beginning, gotta let the rhythm in. Move your body, feel the beat, come on, let the music win. In the city, in the club, on the dance floor, we every day's a new beginning, gotta let rhythm in. Move your body, feel the
Okay, it's not working with the lyrics. Let's just take the lyrics out. And we're going to do, just let it auto-generate something. And see what that does. And then we're going to move on from there. Because, like I said, I've tried this several times. I just kind of wanted to show you all what I was finding. And it's been consistently like that. There's been several genres I've had a really, really hard time with. Pop music, gospel music, like traditional, African American church gospel music cannot do that. Suno does not do that very well either. I did create one that was with using the gospel, trying to get that. Got some great vocals for a song, but it's definitely not. I could ignore it all, like the upbeat, and all that stuff. Okay, see, 10 out of 10. I have no idea what that means. I mean, does that mean I'm cool? I mean, okay.
Can't help but hear you singing, singing. In my dreams. Just keep that rhythm ringing, till you're here with me. You got that melody.
Okay, I didn't like that probably went high, but it sounded great. Bass line was cool. Let's check this one out.
I got lost in the group.
Don't like it. Okay, so here we're gonna go. I clicked on extend right here. So let's try to add an intro. Now, what I was having some issues with was on intro. I wanted just an instrumental intro. So you click on instrumental, and what was doing. Actually, let me see if I can show you what I was doing. I tried to report it so they could see it. But what it was doing was adding an intro that was like gibberish. Don't know if this is it or not.
In the wilderness I walk alone.
No. Maybe here.
In the wilderness I walk alone.
Okay, this was before I added the intro. Let's see here. Okay, this might have one of the weird vocal things.
I want to worry. I'm not Ken and Saru. Daddy say in Mississippi, it's all love.
What's he saying?
Never going away the groove.
It's using the same melody. Here's the lyrics. Let's listen to.
Daddy say in Mississippi, it's all love. Never going away the groove.
I don't know. I have no idea what he's singing. No, it's not a language, I don't think. Maybe it's computer language. Who knows? So that was neat. I mean, it was cool that it did that, but also kind of annoying that it did that. So let's click here and extend. Let's try it again. So I clicked on add intro, instrumental, and then I clicked on extend. You know, and what I like about this versus Suno is that when it extends the part, it puts it all together already. So you don't have to. You can actually listen to the whole thing so far, not just snip it, and then put the whole song together. So that's definitely cool. Suno, while this is doing this, Suno has actually added, instead of having continue from the song, they've changed it to extend as well. So that's pretty cool. Makes me wonder if they're keeping their eye on Udio. Maybe, I don't know. I do wish that they would do it like Udio has. When you click on the extend, has the add a section before, add a section after, add outro. But you can still do that in Suno. So let's see what we got here. Here's the original.
I got lost.
That's not the original.
Can't help but hear
This is the
you
original.
singing, singing.
There's the one I was trying to
In
extend.
my dreams.
Well, I probably extended the wrong one. Let's see what we got here. I think I extended the wrong one. Okay. I don't know how. I don't know if it switched. I thought the other one was on top.
Can't help.
Okay, so let's try that again. All right, extend, add intro before, instrumental, extend. Okay. While this is doing this, let's do a quick talk about Suno real quick. Suno has added a Explore beta, which is super cool. Roll the dice, or you can pick from here. Russian Tumba. No idea what that is. Samba of the Croissant. New Orleans Samba. Egyptian. I mean, so, oh yeah. So if you're having a hard time coming up with like what do we want this song to be about? What kind of groove do we want for the song? This is super helpful for that, because it's kind of hard, Japanese shoegaze. It's kind of hard to know genres, the genre names for all this stuff. You know, like liquid drum and bass slush wave. I've never heard of slush wave. I've heard this style of music, but I don't know it's called slush wave. You know, acoustic Texas blues Afrobeat. Anyways, I don't know how many they got here. You can roll like this. Just pick something. Roll ambient noise wall. Don't know what that is. It sounds exactly like I thought it would. Udio, Suno is so awesome. Okay, let's see if we picked up from the beginning. This is just like the one we just heard. Oh, it is. Sorry. Okay. It changes the name every time you generate it. That's a great intro. That's actually fantastic. Okay, so one of the tips I was going to give you, if you are running into is generating generic vocals, is what you would do here is you could just put in parentheses or brackets instrumental, and it will generate an instrumental track for the intro for you. So if instrumental is failing you, that's one way you can do it. This thing also still does pretty good on some of the. If you'll take, like, if you want to have, say, you want to have you want it to say, like, you have a song where it says love you, and you want it to go I love you, and then you want to have like background vocalists saying I love you, you can put it in parentheses. And you can do the same trick in Suno, and you'll have background vocal. Usually it'll be like, I love you, and then like a background vocal coming in saying I love you, kind of in the background. Super cool, super helpful if you guys are trying to really hone in on what you're trying to get out of the songs. So that's one of the cool tricks. Here, the guitar solo stuff works pretty well. So like I said, you can add a section after. I didn't have any troubles adding sections after when I was wanting to do something specific, like add a chorus or a bridge part. It wasn't giving me quite. I was wanting like a small bridge, and kind of didn't give me a small bridge. Just kind of gave me a bridge with the guitar solo, whatever. Outro was fine. Had no issues with the outro. Okay. That being said, I want to touch base with a couple problems I'm having that I hope that they can fix. Okay. One of them being the audio quality is good, but it's not there yet. And I know they're still in beta, and I'm not judging them on this, but like when you compare an audio quality, like when I've done this one song that I showed you guys earlier, the Americana song, I took it into Logic and mastered it just like I did this song from Suno, and there's a lot of artifacts in it, and it just kind of was, it's just ended up sounding glitchy, and I couldn't use it. And so, that kind of sucked. I was, because you couldn't maybe, you didn't hear them, and then you heard them, like when you mastered it, I guess. I don't know. It was kind of weird. I don't know if there's any, I'd like for you guys to show you that, the one song that I put out. I think I shared it, but anyway, so that's one thing. I kind of wish that the audio was better, even though their vocals are really, really good. They're not always really good. I mean, they're good on a lot of things. Here we go, published song. So like this one here, I'm going to speed it up a little bit. To be fair, I haven't mastered this one. I don't know what this one sounds like. Long intro, sorry.
Praise him high, lift him up. Praise him high, lift him up. Glory, glory to his name.
So I was going for like a Christmas song. It definitely has that feel. It's not what I was going for. It's what I ended up with. If you'll look what I was going for modern upbeat black gospel church choir, and I did not get that. I got a Christmas song, a gospel Christmas song, which I was like, well, the vocals sound great, so let's just go for that, and that's what we went for. Okay, so like I said, I've done a lot of generations. I've done a lot of playing around with this thing, and there is things that are just it's not quite there yet. I don't know. I know that they're working on it, and so it's already getting better and better. Even today, it's better than it was yesterday. But it's definitely Suno's my go-to right now. Suno. I can't wait to see what Suno 3.5 looks like, or V4 looks like, because I've been able to generate some fantastic stuff from Suno, just as early as this morning or yesterday. I was able to do a song about Spaceballs. Did it? My goal was 80s pop rock, and this is what I got. So, I mean, it's catchy. It sounds great. Of course, I'm not saying that. I mean, it took several generations to get that, but it wasn't that many. And then I exported it, I mastered it, and it sounds fantastic. With very little artifacts in it. So that being said, let's see here. Let's go back here. One cool thing that I have noticed too on Udio is, under their terms of service, it talks about the content, ownership of content. And according to here, somewhere on here, but it does give you complete ownership of the content that you generate, as long as you're not trying to go into the back door and mess with the Udio algorithms or any of that stuff. So what you produce through your generations is yours, which is awesome. Now, my final thoughts on Udio. I feel like right now, this software would be fantastic if you were doing some sort of sampling. If you were wanting to do, I think it's really great at writing like traditional country songs. The vocals on it are just really, really good. But if you were wanting to do some sampling, this would be, such a great tool. Especially if you want to do like sampling without doing a like paying sample royalties or whatever, so if you were doing like some hip hop sampling or lo-fi sampling or whatever, this would be such a perfect tool for that. I don't think it's very good at metal yet. I think Suno, you could put in some serious hardcore metal and it just rocks it out. I just don't feel that Udio is there yet. And who's to say that when the full version comes out that it won't be? But right now, I do think that it's an awesome program. I'm impressed with a lot of it. And I've even emailed Suno. I haven't heard back yet, but I emailed Suno about stems and MIDI control, because Udio's giving you stems in the future. They haven't said anything about MIDI. I hope they do. But they are giving you stems in the future as part of their plan. And I'm hoping that's part of Suno's plan too, because that will give you complete control over the output of your creation. And, what's the point in doing this if you don't have complete control over it? Sure, it's fun for a little bit, but then it gets kind of boring if you can't really get what you're wanting out of it. So that's all I've got right now. If you guys have any questions, what are your thoughts on it? Are you using Udio right now? Do you like Udio better than Suno? Have you been able to generate better sounding quality audio from Udio than Suno? Hit me up. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great day.